So problem solving age problems similar to the other day, when we had the digit problems, but now we're talking about age. So things you need to know, when it talks about age now and we use a variable x, it's going to eventually talk about in the future, hey, their age in 10 years. Well, now you have to say, well, in 10 years I'm going to be 10 years older. I'm going to have to add 10 to my age. If they say something like 5 years ago his age, well, that's if his age now is x, 5 years ago he was 5 years younger, you have to subtract 5. So let's look at some problems where it does. So here we go. Paul is 3 times as old as Kathy. In 8 years, he will be twice as old as she will be. How old is each now? So we got to say, hey, P is Paul's age. And let's say C equals Kathy's age. Okay. So Paul is 3 times as old as Kathy. That's pretty easy. P equals 3C. Paul's as old as Kathy's age times 3. In 8 years, he. Okay, well, in 8 years, he. How old is he? In 8 years, he is Paul's age now plus 8. Will be, that's an equal sign. It's the future tense of is. He'll be twice as old as she will be. Well, in 8 years, she's going to be C plus 8. And you got to take that times 2 because he's going to be twice her age then. So make sure this one right here is in the future. Okay. So we're going to figure this out. We're going to go P plus 8 equals 2C plus 16. We could probably leave it there because we can sub in right now 3C. Right, in for P, plus 8 equals 2C plus 16. Okay, let's get the C's over on this side right here. So let's subtract 2C minus 2C. Let's get rid of this 8, get it over here on the right-hand side. So you got C equals 8. Kathy's 8 years old. Well, what's Paul? Paul is 3 times that 8. So he's 24 years old. Right there's your answer. Let's take a look at this one. Elaine is 15 years younger than Al. So obviously we have Al's age and we have Elaine's age. Okay, Al's age. And Elaine's age. So Elaine is E equals 15 years younger than Al. That's Al's age minus 15. Make sure you don't think it's 15 minus A. No. It's 15 younger than Al. 10 years ago, Al. Well, 10 years ago, Al is A minus 10. 10 years ago, Al was equals 4 times as old as Elaine was then. Well, 4 times Elaine's age then, Elaine was E minus 10. So what we have is A minus 10 equals 4E minus 10. Let's solve this one over here on the left for A. Let's add 15 to both sides. So let's say E plus 15 equals A. So then over here we can stick all this in for that. So E plus 15 we're going to stick in for A. You also have a minus 10 on this side. Equals 4E minus 10. Okay. Let's get E's. Well, let's combine here. And let's subtract an E from both sides and get E's on the right-hand side. Let's also add 10. So add 10 here. So you got a positive 15, you got a negative 10, and you got a positive 10. well, that's going to be 15, I believe. Over here, you got 3e. Divide by 3, e equals 5. Elaine's 5 years old. Okay? Well, Al is, right here, see Al? He's Elaine's age plus 15. So Al is 20 years old. And Elaine is 5 years old. Okay, and you can see, oh, that ain't right. You can see that I messed up. Where did I mess up? Let me show you. I messed up in the distributive property. See this? It should be a minus 40. So I'm going to add 40. This is going to be plus 40. This is not going to be 15. In fact, let me use my eraser. It's always good to mess up so you can see that everybody does it. That's not my point though. So 15 plus 40 is 55. This is going to be 45. And this is going to be 15. Okay? So Elaine is 15 years old. Al is 30 years old. Let's try that.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.